Hello, I'm live, but I'm kind of making a video. I got these two new whiskeys that I desperately wanted to try, and I didn't feel like recording a video and editing it and posting it. So I'm just gonna try them live. It might go horribly. It might go great. You never know. Alright, so let me pour these real quick, and then I will tell you what they are. Melwood. Oh man. These sticky things are really loose. They kind of just want to come off with the cork. Alright. So, what am I drinking? These are two new whiskeys from Pursuit Spirits, Melwood and Derbytown. So both of these are resurrected brands that they have brought back from the dead, so to speak. They actually, each of them has a really cool story. I'm not going to read the whole story to you, but basically they're very historical distilleries on what's now Melwood Street in Louisville, Kentucky. And yeah, this one is bottled in bond, 6 years old. What's his name? Melwood. Or George Swearingen. I don't know. I don't know who all these historical figures are. But he had a big role in the passage of the Bottled in Bond Act. So this is a 6-year bottled in bond. Gonna be $29.99. Excellent deal. It is a 3.75 or 375 milliliters. This is a 7-year barrel proof. This is Derbytown. Also 375 milliliter and distillery only for now. But Pursuit tends to put a lot of stuff out distillery only, and then they end up releasing it. So I feel like it could go that direction. What's up, Absolutely? How you doing, man? Oh wow, this smells good. Alright, so I'm going to try these. I'm going to get through this review, and then if anybody's actually watching, since I sprung this up last minute, then I can hang out after that. And talk and answer questions or whatever. Whatever you guys want to do. But let's try the whiskey first. So this is the Melwood. Again, 100 proof, bottled in bond. It smells really good. Really fruity right off the bat. Very cherry, very little citrusy, a little bit of spice. Let's try it. Wow, more citrus on the palate than I was expecting. It's like a glass of orange juice. Maybe not to that extreme, but a lot of citrus. I know that $3.75 you're basically buying a half bottle for $30, but still I like that they're putting something out at that price point. I think that's pretty cool. Be a Decent Person says he likes the ability to get the smaller 3.75 bottles. I agree. Bottles have gotten so expensive that I think it's good to release. I mean, if they took something like a JD14 with huge demand and they just released it in 3.75s, you put out double the amount of bottles, and you could probably even charge a little bit more, like per ounce. But they'd each be like $80 instead of $150. I think people would be okay with that. Spread the whiskey to the masses. Yeah, this is just a really nice, sweet, fruity bottled and bond. Nothing too crazy here, but good. Really good whiskey. Not sure I like it as much as like their flagship stuff, like the regular Pursuit United, but it's like significantly less expensive than that. Alright, let's move on to the Derby Town. So this one's a 7-year barrel proof. So a year older, 22.8 proof points higher. I like the sound of that. I like the sound of that. Alright. Ooh. This one's gonna smell really good. But it's taken a minute to get there. It's coming off a little bit subtle, but it smells like there's some good stuff that's kind of being hidden. Let me try it. Sometimes when you take a sip, then the nose starts to pop a little bit more. Drink's way lower than 122. Let me see. Are these different? Aside from the proof and the age, I'm not clear on that. Both distilled in Kentucky, bottled by Pursuit. It tastes similar, but more depth. Really nice finish. So these are $50, I think, for the 375. So I guess that is a bit pricey when you equate it to a 750 milliliter bottle. Basically a $100 bottle. But they're both good. Let's see if they say anything else interesting here. Seven-year-old barrel-proof bourbon features graphics that embody the spirit of Louisville with horses, balloons, and fireworks that kick off the Derby festivities. Yep. I see all that. It's a cool label. Very retro. Maybe that's not the right word. Awesome. Well, thank you, Pursuit, for sending me these. I think they're both great. Neither one is like the most amazing whiskey in the world, but they are both very tasty. I see nothing wrong with either of them. And this one is starting to open up really nicely. Have I ever tried Stag Junior Batch 6? No. No, I don't think I ever tried a Batch 6. I didn't try the first Stag Junior I tried was like, I don't even remember. I think I tried a George T. Stag before I tried an actual Stag Junior. It was probably a little bit before they switched to, a little bit before they dropped the Junior. That's what I'm thinking. This Bottled and Bond has a much more fruity nose. Very. Sometimes the lower proof ones, the nose just pops more. Oh well. How's everybody else doing? Anybody else in here? What? Five people? I'm trying this new thing where instead of going through the whole process of making a video, maybe I can just shoot a video live, but I'm not sure they turn out really well this way. Too much silence, or you need videos to be kind of quick, I think. Otherwise, people lose interest. Myself included. Oh yeah, I heard about the flooding at Buffalo Trace in Kentucky, right? Yeah, it was a little rainy today over here. I'm in Virginia though, so not super close, but man, I hope well, obviously I hope everybody's okay, but after that I hope the whiskey's okay. Once we're sure the people are okay, then we need to make sure the whiskey's okay. What's up, Jaren? How you doing, my friend? Jaren actually told me about the flooding. Scared me half to death. Tell you about myself. Oh man. Well, what got me into whiskey? I started drinking whiskey when I was like shortly after I turned 21 because I thought it was cool. And I would just order it on the rocks. And then eventually I just stopped putting ice in it and really started to enjoy it. And then I guess during COVID I got much more into it. So I was like passively into whiskey for like, I don't know, 15 years. And then super actively into whiskey the last 3 or 4 years. something like that. But yeah, I'm the only one in my family, not the only one in my entire family, but the only one in my immediate family who cares about whiskey at all. My wife cares zero about whiskey. Absolutely zero. She'll drink what I give her, but that's about it, man. Jaren's drinking JD12. Good for you. Should I pour some JD12 after these? Dude, this, I'm going to break this down a little more. This smells a little nutty. I wonder where they sourced this. Because normally, Pursuit sources from like 3 locations. The Pursuit United, I think, is sourced from like Kentucky, Tennessee, and Indiana. Where is it? No, New York. I'm sorry. Kentucky, Tennessee, and New York. Not George Dickel in Kentucky, but. So I'm wondering where they sourced this in Kentucky. If your wife looks for bourbon for you, that's all you can ask for, my friend. At least she's willing to help, you know? Willing to make the sacrifice. It helps tremendously to have somebody else looking for bottles. Looking for bottles can literally be a full-time job. For many people it is. Drive around all day, look for bottles. Jesus. Ooh. Some spices starting to pop on this Derby Town now. That smells good. This one is 10% rye. Oh, they are different mash bills. Okay. Could have read this before. Ooh. That might be a Heaven Hill mash bill. Any idea where you can get Hardin's Creek in the Boston area? Sorry, dude. I don't know anybody in Boston. I've been there, didn't make any friends, unfortunately. Do I think the flooding at Buffalo Trace is going to affect prices? I sure hope not. I don't know, man. Well, if it does, then I can get rid of all my Buffalo Trace. And then I can make a lot of money or something. Well, no, obviously, I can't sell bottles for money. That would be illegal. What bottles am I searching for? The hunt is addictive. I hear you. I'm looking for a JD14. That's really the one. Everything is, I don't know, man. Just like a lot of bottles I feel like are the same nowadays. Not the same, but like of equal quality. So like anything that's 6 to 10 years old is kind of similar. I mean, there's a lot of good ones. Like so many good bottles, it's hard to keep track of. But those releases like the Russell's 15 and the JD 14, those are something special. I'm in Virginia. Be a decent person. Virginia, not New Jersey. JD 12 at $239. It's a little on the steep side, I think. But I mean, it's not like the worst price I've ever seen. Depends how hard it is to find bottles where you are, because if you really want the bottle and you can't find it anywhere else, is it worth like $50 to wait another month or something? I don't know. I don't judge anybody for how they spend their money. I think everybody's overpaid for some bottles at some point. So do whatever makes you happy. But if it's batch 1, then $239 I would say is probably a fair price. Batch 3 I haven't tried yet, but I hear it's really good. Oh no, there's a new Blanton's coming. Oh. Loading in the barrel. I get it. I get it. I don't know how bad the flooding is. I was trying to look up like the news and I didn't see much going on. Oh, Colin's asking about his house. I'll get in touch with you after this is done. No Boston bottle. What are you talking about? In the DC area? Weren't you asking me if I knew where a bottle was in Boston? Hardin's Creek. Oh, you mean you're looking for Hardin's Creek in the DC area? I see a bunch of them. I don't know about a bunch of them, but I see them around. Some of them are really reasonably priced. Some of them are less reasonably priced. But Hardin's Creek, I feel like, is a bottle that a lot of people overlooked. So they're fairly easy to find compared to a lot of other bottles. And be a decent person. Thank you for the appreciation, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate you appreciating me. Buffalo Trace is closed to everyone. Yeah, I saw a picture. It's hard to find like current info though. It pops right up on Google. Like a lot of people are searching about Buffalo Trace flooding. But it looked like it flooded in February as well. Or the mudslide. I think I heard about the mudslide. Oh, Whiskey Weather's got a video of it.
Buffalo Trace Distillery is closed today.
Alright, I'll watch it after. I don't know, man. Foolproof Hunter, what's going on, dude? Hey, I saw you put out a video with the weeded purple top. Nice. Very nice. Matthias says, what is the pour of the night? The pour of the night is this Derby Town. I'm enjoying this Derby Town right now. It is, it's good. 78, 10, 12. That is a familiar mash bill. You're gonna have to go back to the beginning of the video if you want the review on these. It's not a... I don't think I should be reviewing bottles live. I think this was a failed experiment. That's what I think. But maybe not. Maybe I can at least take the footage and like edit it into something that looks decent. We'll see. Oh my god. Should I pour something else? It's Sunday night. I do have stuff to do tomorrow. I feel like I should probably pour one more though, huh? Damn it. Yeah, it's 78, 12, 10, and 78, 10, 12. I'm getting Heaven Hill vibes from these. Maybe I should, let's pour something I haven't poured in a while. I'm sorry guys, I'm lost in my own head right now. I should plan these out in advance so I don't have to think while people are watching. Jesus, dude. Sure. Let's pour this. Old Elijah Craig barrel proof. Oh, I've had How's My House coming on the screen for like 10 minutes. Oh, you got the JD Sinatra. Nice. I keep waiting for those to like go on sale or something. If it was a little bit cheaper, I would absolutely buy it. You gotta let me know how it is. This smells. I have to tell you guys, every time I like go back to an old batch of Elijah Craig barrel proof, it seems to get better and better. It's pretty nuts. I don't know why. They just do really well with air, I guess. Man. The Sinatra is a interesting one. Oh, it did go on sale. Okay, nice. Yeah, you do get a liter, which is cool. They give you a full liter. And it's like 10 proof points higher, I think. The flooded Buffalo Trace is going to break the record. I mean, they have like a ton of whiskey. And it's like artificially, there's not a real shortage of Buffalo Trace whiskey. I mean, some of it, yes. What's it called? Like the antique collection, sure. And the bottles that they don't produce a lot of. Sure. Yeah, those are legitimately allocated. But stuff like, I mean, most of their stuff. Like, there's a ton of Stag out there. There's a ton of Weller. All the Wellers. Like, it doesn't really need to be. It's basically fake scarcity. That's my 2 cents. So, I don't think the flood is really going to have a huge effect. And that's me talking with knowing absolutely nothing about the actual situation. But I feel like it's not going to have a real effect. It might have like a huge fake effect though. Maybe. Maybe it will have no effect. But yeah, you'll have to monitor Buffalo Trace prices over the next like day or two. And I wonder which barrels will be affected. Like if it hits the rick houses, it's really only going to be the first level, I guess. So, I don't know, man. John Shank, cheers, buddy. Porky says that all the Buffalo Trace has great bottles stacked in a warehouse. They have so much whiskey, it's ridiculous. Not as much as Jack Daniels, but they have a ton. And they doubled their capacity recently. So they've been, I think their like new operation is active, so they've been making a lot more whiskey. It's not going to be ready for a while, but like 7 years from now, they should be putting out a ton. Do I get to pick my ads? No. You don't get to pick my ads. You mean like the ads that show up on YouTube? No. That seems like a waste of time, right? I'm not going to be selecting which ads I want run. It means I'd have to watch a bunch of ads and then decide. And it's too much work. River's supposed to crest at 49.5 feet. Record's 40. Oh, wow. Well, that is high. That's almost a foot higher than the record. Is it done raining there? Yeah, Matthias, I'm sorry, man. I didn't choose any ads for you. No, I don't make any important decisions. That's all YouTube. All YouTube. The only ad that I was able to choose are these whiskey glasses. If you want a whiskey glass, you can buy one using the link in the description. There's your ad that I chose. That's it. I'm sure you are targeted. They're good at targeting ads to people. They're very good at that. Much better at it than I would be. But yeah, the rain looks like it's done in Kentucky. Looks like scattered showers. I don't know, man. They definitely have your information, and they're definitely tracking you. They're doing it to everybody, though, so don't feel like you're special, please. Oh, Suburban Lily's on the river right now. In St. Louis. That's a ways down. Is that the same river, though? I guess. St. Louis isn't too far from Kentucky. Frankfurt. Oh, the cookie. Yeah. So delete your cookies, Matthias. Or just stop accepting them. I don't know. I accept the cookies always. I figure I'd rather watch ads that are targeted to me than ads that are not. You're on the Mississippi River. I gotcha. My drunken geography skills are lacking right now. I apologize. But that sounds cool. I would love to get a boat and hang out on the river. Do you live on your boat? Is it like a houseboat and you live on it, or you're just hanging out on your boat right now? Everybody likes cookies, man. Everybody likes cookies. I'm gonna try that Derby Town again tomorrow. I feel like it's gonna be really good. Cheers, Rye Guy. Oh, you work on a boat. Okay. What do you do on a boat? I can think of... Do you fish? Is it a fishing boat, or is it like a riverboat casino? Those are the only things that enter my mind when somebody says they work on a boat on the river. Because most fishing is not river fishing. It's, port towns, right? I don't know. I may be entirely ignorant here. What would someone trade for a GTS 2024 if they had one? I don't know, man. I think the GTS 2024s are like in that 650 range. It's a little bit less than they have been. So someone would probably trade like a collection of bottles with that 650-ish value. That would be my guess. This is not legal advice. Oh, nice. Porky, I think you should drink it. You should, drink it on special occasions. Unless you have one that's open already. Then I understand you want me to get rid of it. Personally, I would drink it though. I think those bottles that are like really special are just worth so much more than regular bottles, or less special bottles, I should say. I would rather have one GTS than, a bunch of regular stags. Because the stags are all good. Why is he giving me errors? Whatever. Secondary 625 to 650. There you go. So that's about right. Being traded for a JD14, yeah, I would. If I had a Stag, if I had a GTS, I would be happy to trade it for a JD14. I am more interested in the JD14 than in the GTS, but personally, I know that's, I don't know, secondary price for JD14. I think I keep waiting for it to come down, and it hasn't really yet. But I don't know. I'm not monitoring it as closely as I have at some points. I hear the 24D is great. I have one that I haven't opened yet. I'm trying to trade it for a JD14 with some other stuff. I don't know. But yeah, it's crazy. Like, to me, Stag is great, but it's like, it's not that much better than stuff you can find regularly. So I would rather have the GTS or the JD14 than like 5 Stags. Personally. I don't know about that. 5 is a lot, but you get what I'm trying to say. Rye Guy says the GTS 22 and 24 is better than the JD14. If you want to pour me that blind, I'd be happy to give you my 2 cents. More than happy to give you my 2 cents. I believe it. Some of the GTSs I've tried are like mind-blowing. Some of them are just very good. JD14, I do really need to try. I feel like I can kind of imagine what it tastes like just based off of JD12 and Coy Hill. It's gotta be pretty incredible. But I don't know, man. Everybody's got their thing. Did JD14 drop in Virginia yet? Yeah, it did. It dropped like a week ago. I did not get one. So whoever wants to send one over, I have some bottles for you. Nobody's gonna want to send one over. But yeah, it was crazy. Stores got completely, people were camping as is the new norm in Virginia. 24 is 136.1. I thought it was like 139. I don't know, man. I'm losing my mind lately. The collection is pretty much the same. It's actually been a while since I've added a lot of new stuff. I have a bottle upstairs that I haven't opened yet. And then, I don't know, man. Been working a lot, so that's good. But whiskey is a hobby that takes up a lot of time. A lot of time indeed. $22 is hotter. I thought, which one is like 139? Maybe I'm getting it mixed up with the Bowman or something. I don't know. I do like Scotch. So I'm not like super into Scotch, but I do like it. I appreciate it, I should say. And some of them I really like. But it's like I don't know. I have a hard enough time keeping track of all the bourbons and stuff. But no, I do like Scotch. And other whiskey, I don't know. I like some Canadian whiskey, some light whiskey. I like rum. Rum is really good. Some rum is really good. Some rum is really bad too. But American single malts, some of those are really coming along. The Westwards are really good. Some of the Stranahans are really good too. But I don't know, man. There's always whiskey's like it can be a time suck. It can be an enormous time suck. I tell you that. Trying to find a balance. That's the tough part. Yeah, Bowman makes a rum. I haven't tried the Bowman rum. I should try it. I always see it and I don't try it. It's like an 80 proof rum, which is fine. No age statement. I like rums that have an age statement, even though supposedly the age statement on rum is like meaningless. So I'm not sure how old the Bowman is, but I do need to try it because they're so close. If they make really good rum, that would be pretty cool. $139.7. Yeah, it is the Bowman cast strength. Maybe that's what I was thinking of instead of the GTS. But alright guys, it's been a long day. I gotta go eat something. Yeah, the Bacardi 10. So the Bacardi 10 is good. And you gave me a sample. Jaren has a terrible memory. Was that the 10 or was that the 8? No, that was the 10. Yeah, you gave me a sample of the 10, my friend. So thank you for that. But that was very good. And as far as rums, all of the Foursquares are excellent. And some of the other ones are good. That's like my extent of rum knowledge right there. I do have a book about rum. I have a book about rum right here. So, yeah, rum is interesting. But we'll talk more about it later. Thank you guys for hanging out. I know this was very last minute, very short, but I appreciate you guys. And more content to come. All right? I will check my email. Thank you, Porky. Oh, and he bought the Bowman rum, but he hadn't tried it yet. All right. This is what happens when I try and log off and then I get distracted again. All right. Thank you guys. I'll see you next time.